Oh, we're coming into the stretch today, and we're coming down the chute with how social media affects mental health. Oh my God, we got people up on social media 24/7, constantly showcasing their personal life, their achievements. You notice I keep saying theirs, word, and their accomplishments. And you know what that does? The person sitting on the other side of the screen watching that live, I wonder if they really know what they're watching. Because if you're watching that stuff too long, you get to feeling kind of inadequate. And you start feeling like, oh, I ain't doing nothing with my life. My self-esteem is kind of going down the drain. So what do you think about that, Woo? Oh, I know you got a song for me, and I know it probably be on the Snoop side. Give me a hit off of that song.
Living my best life. I ain't going back for fourth with you. Community strike.
A community strike. Come on, Snoop. We ought to get him in here and sing it for us. So you got some questions for me today?
Yeah, my first question is, are they using debt?
You think they're using debt?
I think they're using credit card debt, friends, families' debts, yes.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend and she'll use anything and anybody to make herself look good. And I know she broke. So back in my day, they used to call it keeping up with the Joneses. What they call it now?
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
You think you want to keep up with the Kardashians? They got money.
No, I don't want to keep up with the Kardashians.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Dysfunctional family.
Oh, so it's something else going on. It ain't just about the money, right?
It's not about the money, no.
Okay. What's your second question?
My second question is, are they being abused to maintain their lifestyle?
Ooh, people do anything for money. They'll steal, kill, rob. Back in my day, it was called beg, borrow, hustle, and whore. What you got for their day today?
I got from my day there. I don't know what they call it, but they would be abused. They would black eye, things like that.
Oh, so what they doing is living with people for this lifestyle, right?
Yes.
And they want people to think they're living a healthy life and they're getting beat up on?
They're beaten up on or getting their name called just to maintain that life?
Well, you know what? That ain't the way love goes. If somebody's sitting up there and they choking you out and beating you up, that is not love. And if you're gonna live a life like that for that lifestyle, hey, you can have that lifestyle. What's your next question, Will?
My third question is, what extreme measures are they're taking to maintain a lifestyle to impress people they don't know?
What do you think about that?
What they were doing, they're borrowing from their family, they're maxing out credit cards, and then they're getting another credit card. They're using like 8 to 15 credit cards, average Americans.
So they just plain maxed out.
Yes.
Yeah, you got that running that credit card thing. Is that something that they use a lot now? A lot of people want to showcase their credit cards to.
Yes, they do.
And you mean I could be running around here with somebody that ain't got no real money?
Yep.
Oh man, that ain't good.
No, it ain't. And the average APR is 22%.
Oh man, that's pretty high.
Yep, 22%.
Woo, good Lord. So next we come up on them FOMOs. What is that, Woo?
Fear of missing out.
So when you fear of missing out, golly, can you imagine? That's going to bring on anxiety and loneliness. Man, you dissatisfied with your life. You get to the point that you feel like, if I just don't be up on social media, the world is going to come to an end. So how do you feel about a FOMO?
I feel like a FOMO that it's like comparing yourself to other people. It's like comparing yourself to other channels. Stop doing that. The only person you need to compare to yourself to is yourself in the mirror.
So basically, you really don't have no self if you're a FOMO.
Yes, you have no self.
You don't know who you are.
Yes.
You just out here just trying to not, and I don't like fake it till you make it, as they say. I'd rather go with fake it till you become it. But it takes a lot of work to become something. It don't seem like
they want it so quick, and there's no quick work to smart and hard work.
That's right. Ooh, we got cyberbullying. We're coming on how cyberbullying affects the mental health. Oh man, you got people harassing you, and that really can mess with your mental health. And sometimes it leads to stress, depression. It even leads to deletion. That is a tough tool right there. If you're using social media to.
You mean more like the keyboard warriors is what I call it? The keyboard warriors when they're afraid to even say it in the face and they don't have the backlash. That's what I call keyboard warriors.
You mean they on the computer shooting you a message on the cell phone and shooting you a message, and then they on their little iPad, but they can't never confront you face to face.
They're cowards. That's what they are. Yes.
They cowards?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a butt beating back in my day. See, we didn't have all this electronic stuff. We stepped to you, you know. Even sometimes when we step to you and we get our butt beat, but we did have the courage to say, you know, hey,
You had the courage to say what you say in their face, and we need to go back to that.
Well, we don't really so much need to go back to, you know, stepping in people's faces and cyberbullying. What we need to do is learn a way to our strategy to figure out how to deal with people that you know, that can be kind of abusive or very blatant, or just, you know, stay away from them, or practice being civil.
Yeah,
and that's hard.
That's hard, even for me. It's hard.
Yeah,
civil.
It's really hard to be civil.
Yeah,
but like I said, you don't have to entertain people.
And I don't entertain people.
You don't have to entertain these people out
no,
here.
I don't.
You don't have to make a comment. Even if you get a raw comment, just, you know, just pass it up if you feel like it's a little bit too much.
Or do the MTR method. Highlight that comment.
Yeah, he did.
It's usually like the highlight comment like that mediocre tutorials use, and then the other comments get mad at them.
Oh, okay. So now we come into an addiction. People on there so much, they just addicted to it. You know, people used to have addicted drugs and addicted cigarettes. Now they addicted to social media. They just, like I said, and when that happens, a lot of times you're on there so much that you just, like you say, it goes back to that FOMO thing, the fear of missing out, and you're sitting there and you're taking out all this information that's not, it could be misinformation, and
I don't call it misinformation, I call it lies.
Well, okay, it's straight up lies. You know, you're addicted to a bunch of lies, just the abuse. It's just overuse of social media. You know, and that really can impact your life, because we did say that some people on there so much that they get so depressed that they delete themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, how does this impact your sleep habits?
It's messing with the brain, and my brain is my number one money maker besides my face.
You go ahead, cutie, besides your face. I heard that. All right. Poor sleep quality contributes to your mood, and it decreases your cognitive functions, which, as you say, your whole mental well-being. Sometimes you up on social media so long, and if you got a job the next day, you're not going to be that alert and that sharp, and you're going to be grumpy and grouchy. You're going to be attacking everybody. But you know what? We did run quite a few of the negative, but for every negative, we have some positive effects for social media. And could you name me a positive effect for social media, Will?
It gives you like a chance at mental health. It gives you a chance at resources. It also helps you with connecting with people around the world that if you can't afford it, social media helps you connect with that.
So we've got some social supports. We got resources. We got connection to people around the world. And we just need a balance. A balance that we don't get to the point that we abuse social media to the point that that it causes those negative effects that we said earlier. So on that note, we're going to be closing out, and we're going to use social media mindfully and in moderation.
Right.
And before we go, we're going to leave you with a special YouTube artist, and instead of focusing on everybody else,
can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? That's by her.
All right, go to YouTube, turn on her. Her says, "Can you focus on me?" And I think that's what we need to do. Focus on ourselves a little bit more than social media. Come off of social media, give ourselves a social media break. And right now we're going to give you a YouTube break, and we're out.